Are we live? It looks like we are live. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Pop Culture Asylum. I'm your host, Gabriel. I hope everyone is having a great day. I definitely am, and I hope everyone who is watching this video is also having a great day as well. It's Wednesday. You know what that means. AEW Dynamite was tonight. It was the first AEW Dynamite of 2022 and the first Dynamite on TBS. And how was the show? Well, personally, for me, it was an alright show. It was alright. Okay, I won't go out of my way to say that it was amazing, which I'm kind of disappointed in tonight's AEW Dynamite. Now, I'm not saying that this entire show is bad because that first hour was very entertaining, and that opening matchup between Hangman Adam Page and Bryan Danielson was amazing. Okay, so I'll get to that when I get to that. But yeah, it was getting great. But once we got to that second hour, I don't know, it felt underwhelming, in my opinion. It felt underwhelming. And I think the Ruby Soho J Cardhill match didn't help because I was not a fan of the matchup, and I was not a fan of how AEW handled the situation. I'll talk about it a little bit more once we get to Ruby Soho versus Jay Cardhill. But yeah, the first hour was amazing, but after Ruby Soho and Jay Cardhill, it just felt weird. It felt underwhelming, in my opinion. Okay, like I wouldn't say like there were things that were necessarily bad in the second hour, but Mike, it felt underwhelming. Okay, I'll go into more detail of what I mean when we talk about the second hour. But overall, I still thought it was a good show. It was a alright show. It wasn't bad. It wasn't absolutely terrible. Okay, but yeah, but considering everything that has been announced for tonight's show, I kind of went into this expecting this show to be like one of the best dynamites in the history of dynamites. I felt like my expectations were way too high, and that I think that's why I feel that way. But it was still a good show. It was still a very good show. Again, I will go out of my way to say that it was the best Dynamite in AEW history. Again, that second hour was just, but that first hour was just amazing. So it balances out. So I still thought it was a good show tonight. But before we talk about AEW Dynamite, we got to go over the wrestling news that usually happens on Wednesdays. And unfortunately, is WWE news involving more releases. I know that this is $1 million company and they're still releasing people. Okay. This time they release a good amount of writers and coaches. Okay. People that were a part of Triple H's crew when Triple H did the NXT Black and Gold brand. Okay. Here's are the people that WWE released. And if you guys want to read the article, the link is in the description. I'm reading this from WrestlingAid.com. So here's what it has to say. WWE NXT superstars who have been working behind the scenes are no longer with the company. WWE had also released 2 more coaches. As noted, WWE issued a statement earlier today and said due to NXT 2.0 changes, several producers, writers, and coaches were being released. WWE Hall of Famer Road Dogg Jesse James was the first name revealed, along with Sarah Cummins, who was working as the Senior Vice President of Consumer Products. You can click here for our report on those cuts. It was then revealed that William Regal, Dave Kapoor and other longtime employees were released. You can click here for our reports are those departures. And an update on Sean Ross staff of Fightful has since confirmed 4 more departures. The following names have been released. Hideki Suzuki. Suzuki has been working as Haichiman of Dynamite, the Japanese guy of the Dynamite group, and last appeared during New Year's Evil on Tuesday. He also did coaching and was hired from Japan in April of 2021. Timothy Thacker has been working as a coach during his absence from NXT TV. He last wrestled on the August 24 NXT show in a loss to Ridge Holland and was out due to storyline throat injury. WWE hired Thacker in February 2020. Danny Birch. Birch was also doing some coaching work while away from NXT TV. Birch has been out of action for most of this year with a shoulder injury, but returned in late August. He has been in a stable. He has been in a stable with partner Orny Lorcan, Pete Dunne, and Ridge Hartland, but Dunne and Hartland turned on them in September. Birch had been away since that time, and his team with Lorcan was no more due to Lorcan being released in November. Birch was originally signed to WWE from late 2011 until April 2014, but returned in July 2015 to make various appearances until signing a contract in April 2018. He leaves a one-time NXT Tag Team Champion. And Kathy Carino, known to fans as women's wrestling veteran Allison Danger. WWE hired Carino to work as a coach back in October. She was hired after working as a guest coach in May and then helping out with the SummerSlam weekend tryouts in Las Vegas. She is the younger sister to ECW original and current WWE producer and trainer Steve Carino. For those who missed it, WWE issued the following statement on the NXT/PC cuts earlier today. With the continued evolution of NXT 2.0, we decided to part ways with some of the staff based in our performance center. We thank them for their many contributions throughout the years and wish them the best. Stay tuned as we keep you updated on more names as they confirmed. What's the point of getting mad anymore? Honestly, what's the point? I'll just keep saying the same shit over and over again. I don't want to sound like a broken record anymore. But, guys, come on. Like, if you guys don't think that this is bullshit, then you are completely blind, completely naive. Okay? WWE is a $1 million corporation, and they are still releasing people for absolutely no reason. When is enough enough? Okay? This is absolute bullshit. Absolute fucking bullshit, bro. And if this is not proof that NXT 1.0, Triple H's NXT is dead, then I don't know what to tell you. Okay? Triple H's NXT is dead. Okay? And what we're seeing right now with NXT 2.0, it really is a Vince McMahon and Bruce Pritchard production. Okay? They basically released most of Triple H's crew of his crew that works with him on NXT. People like Road Dogg Jesse James, people like William Regal. Okay, how the fuck can you release a guy, a legend like William Regal? Okay, he was a scout for you guys. He knows how to scout talent. Okay, and you fucking released him because he was a part of Triple H's crew and not your crew, right, Vince? Am I getting it right? This is fucking unbelievable. You mean to tell me that WWE couldn't use these people to train the NXT 2.0 superstars? You mean to tell me they couldn't use the coaches for Danny Birch, Timothy Thatcher, Hideo Suzuki? Okay, now that they're all released, who the fuck is going to train these wrestlers now? Honestly, who is going to train these wrestlers now? Okay, you already fired the most some of the most experienced coaches you could ever have for these wrestlers. All because WWE is run by a bunch of fucking morons. Okay? You mean to tell me that WWE could have still used the old NXT crew to work on NXT 2.0? But no, because they were a part of Triple H's crew. They were the parts that were a part of Triple H's crew that made NXT. Nah, we can't have that. Okay? It's already bad enough that you basically just destroyed everything that Triple H created, all the blood, sweat, and tears that he put on NXT, the takeovers, all the names that he put his time to. Okay? And for insult to injury, now you're taking some of his crewmates? Now you're releasing his crewmates. How fucking petty do you have to fucking be? Okay? I'm sorry. If you guys don't see that Vince McMahon is Bruce Pritchard are literally shitting on Triple H's hard work, then you guys, then you guys are just blind, man. This is just fucking petty, bro. Really fucking petty. There was no reason to release William Regal. There was no reason to release Road Dogg and release people like Timothy Thatcher and Danny Birch, people that could really, really help the next generation of wrestlers in WWE. But no, apparently WWE doesn't fucking care about that. Just the fact that they're doing releases. Guys, this is $1 million company. WWE is $1 million company. And the fact that they're still doing fucking releases is absolutely unnecessary and unacceptable. Unfucking acceptable. Okay? Like, they're just pissing on Triple H's hard work. They're just pissing on Triple H's NXT's grave at this point. Unacceptable, man. There is no reason WWE is still doing releases in 2022. When is enough enough? Honestly, when is enough enough? I don't get this company. I really fucking don't. At this point, WWE is just releasing people, firing people for absolutely no reason whatsoever. I don't get it. And yet there's still people on social media that are still kissing like Vince McMahon's ass, Nick Khan's ass, saying, "Oh my God, oh, Vince McMahon is doing an incredible job. Nick Khan is doing what's best for business." No, they're not. Okay, stop kissing WWE's ass. Okay, this is fucking wrong. Okay, they are releasing people for absolutely no fucking reason. Okay, they're firing people for petty fucking reasons, man. Unbelievable. Unfucking believable. If this is not proof that Triple H's NXT is dead, well, guess what? Triple H's NXT is dead. Okay, and NXT is just dead altogether. Okay, it just is. NXT is dead altogether. Rest in peace, NXT. Rest in peace. Thank you for all the memories you have given us as wrestling fans. And thank you, Triple H, for really, really entertaining us as wrestling fans, actually giving us actual good shit. And it's just extremely unfortunate what Vince McMahon, Nick Khan, and Bruce Pritchard did to NXT and did to Triple H's hard work. Unfucking believable. Fuck WWE, bro. Fuck it. That's all I gotta say on that. And one more piece of news I want to cover real quick. Hold on, yeah, right here. One more piece of news I want to talk about real quick. So apparently, Tony Khan announced that there is a dreams that he got a dream signing coming soon to AEW. Here's what it has to say. AEW President, CEO, General Manager, and Head of Creative Tony Khan says a dream signing is coming soon to AEW. Khan spoke to John Martinez of 7100 New York City this week and was asked if there was any dream signings coming to AEW, and if so, if they are a North American talent. There is, Tony Khan responded. They are in North America and they're coming, and pretty soon it's going to be awesome. I'm really excited. There is no word on who this big talent acquisition might be, but rumored potential signing includes Wyndham Rotunda, aka Bray Wyatt and Johnny Gargano, but there's no words on if AEW has been in recent talks with these wrestlers. So that's all. So that's basically the story on that. Who do I think the dream signing is? Again, I think it could be Johnny Gargano. It could be Wyndham Rotunda. It could be Keith Lee. Okay, but whatever Tony Khan gets, I'm very excited because whoever it is, it's a big fucking name, and I'm very, very excited for that. Hopefully it's Keith Lee or Johnny Gargano. Maybe Wyndham Rotunda. But I cannot wait for who this dream signing is. But that's basically all the news. So let's not stop wasting any time. Let's talk about AEW Dynamite. So right off the bat, we start off the show with a match of the year candidate. Okay, oh my God, this was phenomenal. Again, Heyman Adam Page and Bryan Danielson came in with another match of the year candidate. This was just absolutely phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal, bro. My God. I absolutely love this. This was an incredible match. Both men were extremely aggressive. Both men were busted open. And a matter of fact, there was 3 judges at ringside just in case the matchup went to a 60-minute draw again. And the judges were Paul White, Jerry Lynn, and Mark Henry. So not really big names. But this matchup did not go into a 60-minute draw. Matter of fact, this was a 40-minute match. But my God, it was a 40-minute matchup of pure greatness. This was a phenomenal matchup to start off the show. If there's anything I want you to go back and watch, is this fucking match. This matchup was absolutely phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. Awesome stuff by both of these men. Hangman Adam Page pins Bryan Danielson to retain the AEW World Champion. Once again, a phenomenal start to AEW Dynamite. And if you guys missed Dynamite, go out of your way to watch this opening matchup between Adam Page and Bryan Danielson. Another match of the year candidate by both of these men. Awesome stuff. After that, we get a promo of the Acclaimed. And of course, the Acclaim is talking trash to both Darby Allin and Sting. And it looks like they're making a music video next week on Dynamite. So that's pretty interesting. But I love the Acclaim. It's going to be interesting seeing their music video. seeing their music video next week. But yeah, that's gonna be very interesting stuff. After that, we get MJF in action against Sean Dean. Now, the rankings have restarted since we are in the new year. Now, like right when the match started, CM Punk came to the ring, MJF retreated, and CM Punk did the GTS to Sean Dean. Okay, and since CM Punk attacked Sean Dean wins by disqualification, costing MJF the matchup, which I thought was a brilliant way to use a disqualification. Brilliant way to use a disqualification. It really does advance the story. And CM Punk did say that this is going to keep happening until I get my match, until he gets his match with MJF. Hopefully Revolution, because I'm going there live and I really want to see that matchup live. So hopefully we see it live. But yeah, we got MJF and CM Punk part 3, and holy shit. This was just as entertaining. But there was one specific line that CM Punk said that was incredible. Hold on, I gotta find it. I gotta find it. I gotta find it real quick. Give me a sec. Give me a sec. Oh my god. This was absolute gold. This was absolute fucking gold. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Okay, right here. Here's what CM Punk said to MJF. This was the best line in this back and forth segment between CM Punk and MJF. Listen, pal, if you think the grass is so green on the other side, and he's talking about WWE, be my guest. Go ahead and leave. Main event night 4 of a buy one get one free extravaganza. Then get released faster than you last in the sack. Oh my god. Oh my god, the jabs. The jabs at WWE was absolutely amazing. 100% line of the fucking night and line of the entire segment. My god. That was pure fucking gold. Oh my god, that was awesome. That was fucking awesome, bro. Great stuff, great back and forth. And of course, it looked like MJF was going to accept the challenge to CM Punk, but instead, next week we're going to get CM Punk versus Warlow. So that is going to be very interesting, and definitely going to be a great match. So I'm very excited for that one next week. After that, we get a Chris Jericho promo. It's been a while since we've seen Chris Jericho do say anything on Dynamite. So he comes out, he's doing his entire stick. 2.0 interrupts. They're talking trash to Chris Jericho. And can we talk about 2.0 real quick? Because 2.0 went from legit jobbers in NXT to, well, technically 2.0 are technically jobbers in AEW, but they're not glorified jobbers as they are in NXT. Like AEW is really doing good use with 2.0, and I really like it. So yeah, great sub by 2.0. But Chris Jericho basically called Matt Lee a squarehead and Jeff Parker a pinhead. They went back and forth. The fans were chanting squarehead and pinhead. It didn't really overstate his welcome, and if it did, it didn't really overstate his welcome. It wasn't like an amazing segment, but it was a segment that got the job done. It was a segment that got the job done. It was a good segment in my opinion. 2.0 like Chris Jericho went to get the bat, and it looks like he was going to attack 2.0 with it, but Daniel Garcia went with the sneak attack, and Daniel Garcia in 2.0 attacked Chris Jericho. But Eddie Kingston, Santana, and Ortiz came for the save. As you know, this Friday on Rampage, we're going to see a street fight between Eddie Kingston, Santana, and Ortiz versus 2.0 and Daniel Garcia. Very, very excited for that. After that, we get an Undisputed Era promo with Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, and Bobby Fish. And of course, this Friday on Rampage, it was announced that Adam Cole will go one-on-one against Jake Atlas, which has recently signed to AEW. Very, very excited for this matchup. Jake Atlas is a phenomenal wrestler, and we all know Adam Cole is a phenomenal wrestler as well. So I'm actually really excited for this matchup, and I think Jake Atlas would be a really good addition to AEW Dynamite. Like, he is a phenomenal professional wrestler. Like, I think there's a good amount of stuff AEW could do with Jake Atlas. So awesome stuff. Cannot wait for this matchup this Friday on Rampage. After that, we get Wardlow in action, and it was just an absolute squash match. As always, continuing to make Wardlow a big fucking deal. But this time, before the matchup, Shawn Spears literally took out the jobber before the match started. He got the person in the ring, and Wardlow still destroyed the guy. But again, it was a little tainted this time because Shawn Spears literally took out the jobber. Like, basically took out the jobber, and then it was just easy pickings for Wardlow. So yeah, it was a great Scotch match. AEW still continues to make Wardlow a big star. After that, we get Ruby Soho versus Jade Cardhill in the finals of the TBS Women's Championship. And I would be lying if I said this was a great match. It wasn't. It really wasn't. It was a sloppy match. I really couldn't get into it. I tried. I really did. But the match was just way too sloppy. Way too sloppy. Like, Jade Cardhill is not ready. She's not ready to be TBS champion. But AEW decided to give Jade Cardhill the win. So Jade Cardhill is your first ever TBS Women's Champion. And I completely disagree with this decision. I'm sorry. I completely disagree. Like, Jade Cardhill is not ready. Okay, she is green as hell. Okay, and this match really showed. Okay, the fact that AEW is giving the TBS Women's Championship to Jade Cardhill is a massive risk. Okay, could I see Jade Cardhill be a champion down the line? Hell yeah, when she's ready. But clearly she is not ready yet. She's still very sloppy in this match. But AEW still gave Jade Cardhill the TBS title anyways. I'm sorry, they should have gave the win to Ruby Soho. This is literally the first time in AEW history where I disagree with their decision making. And I really hope they didn't do this because of the Tony Khan Big Swole situation. Because a lot of people gave Tony Khan shit for lack of diversity. Like, come on. I really hope Tony Khan didn't listen to those people. I don't know. I'm not a fan. They should have gave the TBS championship to Ruby Soho. The match was sloppy. The match was slow. And it's all because of Jade Cardhill. Ruby Soho tried to make the match right, but I'm sorry. Jade Cardhill is not ready to be champion. Okay? And I'm seeing people praising this matchup on social media. Like, People saying that it was a great match. What the fuck are you guys seeing? Like, bro, I've seen better match. Like, this was just horrendous. Jade Cardhill is not ready. She's not ready to be champion yet. AEW is making a massive risk giving the championship to Jade Cardhill. I'm not a fan. I'm sorry. They should have gave the win to Ruby Soho. During the matchup, Mercedes Martinez was looking to attack Ruby Soho, but Thunder Rosa came, and these two ladies beat the shit out of each other. And that was the only thing that was interesting in this match. That was literally the only thing that was interesting in this matchup. That's it. This was a very sloppy matchup. I do not agree with it whatsoever. Again, they should have gave the win to Ruby Soho. They should have gave the title to Ruby Soho, but instead they gave the win to Jade Cardhill. She's not ready. She's really not ready to be champion. Like, could she be champion in the future? Yes. But not now. Not now. This was a very sloppy matchup. And again, I thought it was a bad call by AEW giving Jade Cardhill the TBS championship. Very sloppy match. Not a fan of it. They should have gave the title to Ruby Soho. that was the lowest point of this show for me. That was just awful. Awful. So there's my thoughts on that. But then after that, we get a Serena Deeb interview. And this was a great promo by Serena Deeb. I fucking love Serena Deeb. I hope that Serena Deeb wins the Owen Hart Cup for the women. I really hope she does win the Owen Hart Cup for the women, because if anyone deserves it, it's Serena fucking Deeb. She has been doing incredible work. And it looks like we're getting Hikaru Shida versus Serena Deeb next week. So we're getting Shida versus Deeb for it. All I can say is yes, please. Very excited for this matchup next week. Shida and Deeb always put up phenomenal matches. I cannot wait for this matchup next week. And every matchup, it just keeps getting more and more and more personal. Maybe like in this final matchup in this feud, we could see what I want to see in the final matchup of this rivalry is either a 2 out of 3 falls match or maybe a submission match between Hikaru Shida and Serena Deeb. But I think AEW is doing a great job with this program between Hikaru Shida and Serena Deeb. And I can't wait for the matchup next week between Shida and Deeb. And I can't wait for how AEW continues this rivalry between Hikaru Shida and Serena Deeb. Awesome stuff. Great promo by Serena Deeb. After that, we got Malachi Black going one-on-one against Brian Pillman Jr. What's interesting is Julia Hart was wearing an eye patch, the same eye patch that Pac was wearing the last time we saw him. And it was a great match between Malachi Black and Brian Pillman Jr. Great stuff. And it looked like Black was going to attack Brian Pillman Jr. and Julia Hart. But then the Lucha Bros came for the save, trying to stop Malachi Black from going to attack. They were going to stop Malachi Black from taking down both Brian Pillman Jr. and Julia Hart. But then the lights went out, and then once the lights back on, the Lucha Bros are in the ring, but Malachi Black is on the stage. So Malachi Black is playing mind games with the Lucha Brothers. And it looks like they're setting up the House of Black versus Death Triangle. And that is going to be an incredible rivalry. I cannot wait for that. That's going to be awesome stuff. After that, we get Ruby Soho interview. Of course, she's very disappointed that she lost. Britt Baker interrupted Ruby Soho She interrupted Ruby Soho, basically talking trash. Ruby Soho said, "Shut your mouth, get your ass out of my face." And then Britt Baker just attacked Ruby Soho. But Riho came for the save. Lots of referees are separating Riho and Ruby Soho from Britt Baker and her crew. So there was that. Nothing too crazy there. After that, now it's the part of the video where we go over the stuff that is happening this Friday on Rampage and next week on Dynamite. And here are the stuff that has been announced. Let's start off with Rampage this Friday. This Friday, we got Hook, baby, going against Aaron Solo. We also got Adam Cole going against Jake Atlas, Eddie Kingston and Santana Ortiz going against Daniel Garcia and 2.0 in a street fight, and Britt Baker and Jamie Hayter going against Ruby Soho and Riho. And this Saturday, we got the Battle of the Belt special. Britt Baker will defend the AEW Women's Championship against Riho, and Cody Rhodes will defend the TNT Championship in a rematch against Sammy Guevara. So that is what's happening this Saturday at the Battle of the Belt special. And of course, the matches so far that have been announced for Dynamite next week is CM Punk going against Wardlow, Hikaru Shida going against Serena Deeb, and Powerhouse Hobbs going against Dante Martin. So all of that has been announced for next week. Now we get to the main event. The Lucha Brothers versus Jurassic Express for the AEW Tag Team Championships. And this was a good match. This was a very good matchup to end the show. I will say this was the weaker match of the two because I thought their matchup on Rampage last year was absolutely phenomenal. And that was like way better than what we got tonight, in my opinion. So in a way, I'm a bit disappointed with this matchup. It was still a good matchup, but it wasn't as good as the matchup on Rampage. You know what I mean? So there was that. During the matchup, the lights went out and the lights went back on again. Of course, Malachi Black is still playing mind games with the Lucha Brothers. But the matchup continues. And during the matchup, Luchasaurus did like a chokeslam to Rey Felix. And Rey Felix, like the way he landed his arm, it looks like his arm was broken. Okay, it was very, very disturbing to see. I really hope Rey Felix has a speedy recovery, man. That was very disturbing to watch. And of course, which was surprising, Jurassic Express wins the AEW Tag Team Champions. And I was shocked because I thought the Lucha Brothers was going to win. But I'm very happy for Jurassic Express. It was very, very well deserved. Very, very well deserved. Congratulations to Jurassic Express. They definitely deserve the AEW Tag Team Champions. So well done to them. But again, like, I don't know if that was the original plan or maybe they had to change it up last minute because, again, Rey Felix broke his fucking arm. Okay. But I feel like if the Lucha Brothers was going to win the AEW Tag Team Champions anyways, I feel like they would have like Penta. Like I felt like they still would have gave to win to the Lucha Brothers when Pentagon. Like I feel like Pentagon would have finished the matchup on his own. You know what I mean? So yeah, like I don't know, but yeah, I think it's well deserved. Jurassic Express definitely deserved to be AEW Tag Team Champions. It was a good stuff. Again, it wasn't better than their Rampage matches. Their Rampage matchup last year was definitely better than this one. But this was still a good match. And again, I'm very happy for Jurassic Express. I really am. If anyone deserves to be AEW Tag Team Champions, it's Jurassic Express. And again, my prayers go out to Rey Felix because my God, that is just, I really hope his arm is okay. I really hope it's nothing too serious. But yeah, after that, Jurassic Express celebrating their win, and which a move that I thought was weird. AEW sent some of the AEW tag teams out, people like Red Dragon, the Gun Club, FTR, and it was just very weird and very unnecessary, in my opinion. Like very weird and very like why did you have to bring all the tag teams out? Like I get it. Like you're trying to portray the story that everyone is coming after Jurassic Express's tag team titles, but it was not necessary bringing all those tag teams out. Like that was just a weird way to end Dynamite. Very weird way. And one other thing, like I know like some people are confused with the blackout, but I feel like it was a way to like play mind games with the Lucha Brothers because I feel like no doubt about it, we're 100% getting that House of Black versus Death Triangle match. And this is Malachi Black costing Death's Triangle the AEW tag team title. So I really, really like that detail. Again, I'm very excited for House of Black versus Death's Triangle. But before we get to that, we need to make sure that Ray Felix is okay. Okay. Again, I hope it's nothing too serious. I hope his arm is okay. And again, prayers go out to Ray Felix. Prayers go out to Ray Felix. But yeah, that's all I got to say. Once again, overall, I thought it was a good show. I will go out of my way to say that this was like the best Dynamite of in the company, one of the best Dynamites in company history. But it was still a very good show. Still a very good show. Okay. Again, there was like a couple of lows, a couple of things that were weird, but again, I still thought this was a really, really good show. But I want to know what you guys think in the comment section. What do you guys think about Dynamite tonight? Did you guys like it? Did you guys not like it? Was there something specifically you like? Was there something specifically you hate? I want to know what you guys think in the comment section. But thank you so much for watching. Much, much appreciated. I hope you guys like this video. I hope you guys comment. And if you guys like the content that I make sure you subscribe and leave the notification bell so that way you don't miss any of my videos. And until next time, this is Gabriel, and I'll see you next time in the asylum. Have a nice night, everyone.